What up, gamers? It is Friday, March 21st, and today we'll be spending a nice, relaxing evening working on something I've been slacking off on for a long time. And that thing is making a dialogue box. A dialogue box. Simple, easy breezy dialogue box. Something so ubiquitous, so easy, so common and trite. And yet, we don't have it. We can put text here, but it's not going to do the thing I want it to. So, we're gonna have some fun today. We're gonna do some dialogue boxes and see what we can do. I'm probably gonna keep it simple. I wanted to do cool Undertale style stuff, but I really don't want to deal with it. Right now, done is better than perfect, so we're just gonna focus on getting something done. So, without further ado, let's talk about... Can we talk about the dialogue box? I want to talk about the dialogue box. I would really love to talk about the dialogue box. Can we talk about the dialogue box? Let's talk about it. I think it's going to be really simple. Really simple what we're going to be doing here. Easy, stupid, simple. It's not going to even require... I don't even need to do a UML graph, but... For the people, that is me. We're just gonna make a quick little description of what it is, of how this is gonna work. It's gonna be so simple. Basically, Unity has this component called TX Mesh Pro that contains text. It handles the rendering of it, everything. It's beautiful. Our component is just gonna be a side component dependent on it. Dialogue. Maybe call player. Which is gonna feed text sequentially into this TM Pro until we have the full thing. I think it's really just that simple. Well, that's simple. In fact, so simple I think I've done it before. I could yoink the code. I just don't want to do that. I don't want to do it. Now the question is where the text is going to come from. That's the question. That is the question. Because we have this other thing called localizable text, which is meant to get localizable text, which is supposed to get the text corresponding to whatever country you were targeting or whatever language you're doing. So I'm thinking you can either put text directly here, or you can pipe the text from a localizable text into here, and then this will in turn update the TMP. So it'll be like a cascade. Yeah, I think that makes the most sense. So, and we can test this in isolation, where we can make this not dependent on localizable text. So, yeah, that sounds good to me. That sounds pretty good. I'm not opposed. So, yeah, let's just do the thing. Let's go to my... Do I have my git bash here somewhere? I know I have a git bash somewhere. Oh my goodness. Oh, na, 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 na. Da, na, 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 na. I guess I don't have a single git bash client open right now, do I? Okay, we're just gonna do this then. Honestly, I probably should make another branch. But, yeah, screw it. Who cares? I know everything. Where do you want to put this? I'm thinking assets. Maybe CCDK, because this is a common thing that I might just want to have accessible. Damage text, services, utilities, backend, damage interactive services, utilities, shaders, functional. Maybe just go to utilities. I have this muffin here. It's very delicious. Okay, we just go to CD UI and then text player. Yeah, we'll just call it that. And that should be good enough for us to just start getting started. Text player. I know you exist. You're gonna recompile, and then there we go. Fantastic. And then we can start making our code here. Simple. We can do our require component. Does this have... Is there some AI stuff being used right now? Because I turned off Copilot because I don't like it. I hate being auto-suggested stuff. Sometimes, like a lot of times it's good, other times it's wrong, and then sometimes bad things just kind of get hooked up. Get leaked into the code, which manifests way later. Okay, and then where are some things we're going to have to configure here? Text. What is this predictive stuff? Get out of here. What is... Can I turn off... It's actually kind of annoying because its predictions are wrong. What is going on? Why is my IDE betraying me right now? Text... we could do speed. Speed's kind of a arbitrary kind of thing. I guess like character per second or chars per second. Okay. And then gotta have a play method, at least. No. See, like this, I hate this autocomplete stuff, because... Okay, whatever. Like, it keeps trying to predict what I want, and I don't want it to. I know what I want, I'm gonna type it. Like, stop. Okay. So we say we want to have X amount of characters per second. Then we really want to have equals car percentage divided by from milliseconds. And if this is this cars, We want to divide up the time of, what is it, 1,000 milliseconds in a second? I believe that's how it works. Scribe. And then, what do we do? I guess we can have our own little variable here called char count, actually is a better word. And then or I guess we could just do this. Text plus equals text char count. So we just add from the beginning there. So we also have to reset this variable as well. So we empty out the text string, and then we also change the char count to like 0. And then update the text. And we keep doing that. And we do that while, no, not skip a while. See, like this is what I'm talking about. Or actually, no, I want to do where. Oh, this is not relevant. Where char count not equal to text.count. I did text.text, I think. No, text is a... Yeah, text is a string. So we should be able to do just count like a property. What's going on here? Oh, it goes to length. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Okay. Cool. So we press play. That's a publicly accessible thing. And then I think one last thing I'd want to do is probably have a couple different modes. Text initial mode. Not text mode. I guess like start behavior. It's probably more descriptive. So there's play on start. What's up, Everadic? How we doing, Everadic? Just to catch you up, we're working on making a text box system now. Making a little text box system. So we've made this thing for localizable text, so we can have text for different languages. And we have TMP from Unity, which just displays text. And now we're making this intermediary guy here, who's going to do that little cool effect where individual characters pop in one by one after the other sequentially. And it's something I've been putting off, but it's not actually complicated at all. It's pretty simple. It's just one of those things where it's like you just gotta do it. No, work. I thought I escaped you, and yet you still ail me. Oh, work, why would you do this to me? Interesting. What was that? Slack? No, it was Teams. It was Teams. We used to have Slack, and then we switched to Teams, and now Teams has done the Pavlovian conditioning on me to have a adverse response to it. I mean, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Here we go. End task. But yeah, every time I hear it, it's like, oh, work mode. Time to do some... time to put in that work, man. Something's gone wrong. Something's gone awry. We need to fix stuff. Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs. But yeah, no. So I think the text box... It's been like, what? 15 minutes and we already have it, I think, done. I think conceptually. Now we just have to make this start behavior so we can make it choose between whether or not you want it to play the text immediately, or if you want it to not play anything, or do you want to have it play after a delay so you wait a couple seconds and then the text plays. I'm not sure where I'd ever use that. So you know what, maybe I'm just not gonna even do that. I think we'll just do none and then play on start. And that's like the two options you get. Now if I need more later, we can do that later. You see, I hate this autocomplete stuff. I really hate, like, it's annoying me. A remote job, and I can relate to the reaction to a ping. Yeah, it's I'm not gonna say it's the worst, but it's amazing how a little innocuous sound could condition you over time. It's amazing how that works. Just a little thing can go a long way. I think we're good here. Update text, that should be private actually. Cool. So I think we should be good to go here. And now I'm gonna have a little bite of my muffin. We're gonna treat ourselves a little bit. The aroma of the muffin has been alluring to me. Alluring. It smells very nice. And now I finally get to enjoy it. Okay, here we go. So now we have our mode. We can set it to play on start. We're gonna put our text like, I don't know, chimichangas are great. And how many characters per second? Let's do like, I don't know, like 3-4 characters per second. We're not gonna be done with this though, because we need to make it play sound as well. Every single time a character's played, we should make it be able to play like a little sound effect or something, and allow ourselves to customize that effect. But if this works fine, that's gonna be easy second step to do. Hey, there we go. Beautiful, beautiful. Precisely what the doctor ordered. So now we have a simple thing just to play text. Ideally, so here's what's gonna happen. There's like layers of we're gonna be stacking onto this. So we have this, we have a dialogue player, we have localizable text. To get the actual like text for your language to be played here. The next step above all that is going to be something, because this just handles playing a single dialogue. Or I think I call it text player. Text player. Now we have like a dialogue, I don't know, conductor. Or dialogue train or something, or chain, where we're gonna have a sequence of text, and it's gonna keep over time. Once it finishes, it's gonna tell this guy to play the next one, and then wait for it to finish, and then make the guy play the next one, and so on and so forth. So we have multiple things. Hey, Bob. Sorry about your cat. I didn't know they can't drink gasoline. We want to be able to be like, all right, play this first line of dialogue, and it's going to do the sequence until it all gets printed out. and then moves on to the next one, resets it, play that, and reset, play that. And we should give control about how much time it takes for the next one to start up, you know, after it finishes. A lot of stuff like that. But hey, we're on the board right now. That's a great start. We're on the board. Now I have to think about what would this dialogue chain guy need. Or do I even need to make a separate class? Could we just make this part of this guy? Or doesn't he have to play like one thing? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But I'm happy. I'm happy. Like, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Let's. And then I think in Unity you can do this thing. You can do like text area, and it's gonna make this go from a one-liner to like a multi-line thing, so you can easily see long text, like so. Yeah. Make it a little faster, and now we press play. Oh, I don't like that. That's kind of annoying. Cool. Very cool though, very cool, very cool. Okay. So what's the next thing we want to do here? We want to know when this guy finishes. So in coding, there's two ways you can wait for something to get done. You can poll, which is you're checking every single frame. Are you done yet? Are you done yet? Are you done yet? Did you finish? Did you finish? Did you finish? Oh, you're finished? Okay, now I'm gonna do my thing. Or you can do subscriptions. Where you say, hey, I did not type that at all right. Subscriptions. And here you can say, okay, I'm not going to check you every single frame. You know when you're done. So I'm going to give you this behavior, and when you get to a good point, you're going to tell me to do the thing. It's a little bit more to manage, but you're not checking every single frame. But for this, I kind of just want to keep it simple. Or even afford both options. We can even do that. So we can do public bool finished finished or is finished, and we're gonna make it a property, because it'll be very bad if an outside class can tell you you're done when you're actually not done. That's very incorrect, bad, inappropriate. So we use something called a property. So it allows people to get the information, but doesn't let them to set the information. You sound like you're good at this. I hope I'm good at this. Sometimes I feel like I'm not good at it. But, you know, people are paying me money for this. Hopefully I'm good. If not, geez, I feel like I've ripped them off hard. But more than being good at it, is it something you enjoy, man? You enjoy this stuff. Or at least I enjoy this stuff a lot. There's a lot of pleasure in mastering, or at least trying to master a craft. So it is finished. So when you press play, what do we do? What do we do? So first of all, when you press play, we're gonna set this is finished to false, because we just started playing it. We're not done doing it. Next thing's next. We want to do this. We're gonna do an observable. And basically, we're going to be checking, I don't know, how do you want to go about doing this? Or actually, no, we don't have to do that. We can just check here. If the current amount of, this is the total number of characters we've drawn. You can think about it that way. If this card count is equal to or greater than the text we're trying to draw, that means we are done. We finished. Vamos. Completo Doritos. And we can just say we're done. and it's wonderful, beautiful, kumbaya, everyone's happy. And now we get this whole thing. In fact, if you want to test it properly, we can do this. I can not make it a property, so we can see it properly in the inspector, and now you're going to see it, a checkbox, and it's going to be, see right here, it's going to be unchecked initially when we first play, and then you're going to see it be completed once we get to the very end of our text. So look at it, look at it, look at it, look at the box, look at the box, look at it. Beautiful. Completo Doritos. So now this guy can just keep checking, are we done yet? And if it's done, then we load in the next line of dialogue. Super simple. So that's the first way. We talked about the two methods, polling, the other one's retentive mode. There's different words of describing it. When it comes to engine, if you're writing your own engine, there's different options for UI. There's different, the two options is immediate mode, which is polling like we talked about, and then there's retentive, which is the subscription idea where you're not actively checking, you're gonna be just waiting for someone to tell you, hey buddy, we're done now. We're donesies. So this is that first option. The second option is gonna be making like a event or something. In this case, we're gonna make something called a subject, and it's gonna be, I don't know, a bool. I would just say unit on completed, because why not give ourselves some options, right? On completed. Cool. And then what we're gonna do is when this happens, when we say on finished, we're also going to go onto this subject, on completed, and we're going to call a function called onNext, which is basically just invoking. And anybody who's listening to this will call their functions. So think about it like this guy's like a middleman. And whenever the tickets go on sale, he's going to come to your house and be like, knock, knock, hey buddy, the tickets are here. Do you want to buy them? You want to buy some? And you can say yay or nay. Anyways, but yeah, that is the thing. That is the subject. That's both modes. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And then it's a responsibility of this guy to make sure he remembers to tell the guy, stop telling me the tickets are free. I'm already done. I already went to the tickets. I went to the show. It was good. That's it. So let's make this a new class called dialogue chain. I'm still debating whether or not I want this to be a separate class or tied to this, but for now we'll just do a separate class to keep it simple. Steam. I'm not ready, Freddy. Yeah, I'm shutting. No, cancel. Don't shut down Sprite Steam. I hate when you do that. Making Sprite be registered on stream was my biggest Steam. It was my biggest mistake, biggest blunder. All right, we're gonna do touch. Dialogue chain. Dialogue chain.cs. Touch basically just means, hey, make a new file. It's gonna be empty and we can do whatever we want with it. Dialogue chain. Cool, we go back to Unity, let it recompile. Then we go to chain.cs, which should be found now if I typed it right. There we go. No. Very odd. Am I typing it correctly? Dialogue chain. Here we go. Empty class, beautiful. I'm gonna do the same thing. Boilerplate. Make it extend from model behavior. That way we know it's a Unity game object. Very easy. And then we start doing the thing. So let's think about what information we want to have for each dialogue option. At bare minimum, we want to know what the dialogue is, right? But the second thing we want to know is like, hey, how much time do you want to wait until you move on to the next piece of dialogue? That's kind of important, right? So there's that. And maybe there might be some more information, like the different kind of character portraits. If we're doing that, do we want to show a character portrait? What kind of portrait do we want to show? So there's enough information related to that it warrants almost making, or not almost, it warrants making a separate thing called a struct. And it's going to be dialogue. We're going to call it dialogue info. What's up, Prod Fishy? How you doing? How you going? Today's not the day of doing our Game Informer magazine perusal, but one day it shall be. Alas, we are doing a dialogue system, which is also good. We need to do that. Something we need to do. We could be babies and find one online because people have clearly made a dialogue system in their life. But I like the idea. I like the journey of making everything yourself. So we're just writing our own. Dialogue info is going to contain some stuff like the dialogue or the monologue, technically. Isn't a dialogue just two monologues happening? Hope you're doing good though, Prodfishy. Hope your application's coming along. Hopefully the dream is alive and well. Text. Speed. That's another thing too we didn't take into account, so that's cool. We need to have that, and in fact we can just go to text player. We can go to chars per second, because I'd rather just lift it, throw it in there. Beautiful. String, chars, and then public float delay before next. So we have our text, we have the speed at which the text is going to be played out, and we have how much time we're going to wait before playing the next line of dialogue. You know? We have to wait how much time we have to wait before Bob says, sorry about your cat. About your cat. Beautiful, splendid, scrumptious. You love to see it. And then here, we're gonna have a list of this dialogue infos. Dialogues. And then Unity's mad, or because I didn't import our reference to system collection is generic. Who cares? That's easy. And then after this, it's a matter of just playing the thing, right? Of starting this whole chain of playing this dialogue, then play the next one. I almost kind of want to treat this like a queue data structure, because it's sequential, right? At least that's the way I'm thinking about it. So maybe it's actually, or we just do something simple. Current index, and no need to overcomplicate stuff. Okay, and then honestly, we should have a method just called play, where it starts playing this whole chain of dialogue, kind of similar to what we had before. Part of me is I get a little drink, a little sippy. I'd be getting thirsty, man. All right, Beautiful, splendid, scrumdiddly-umptious. Honestly, we can just recycle this start behavior. In fact, why is my phone going off? So the dang tax collectors. Nah. No. It is not the one calling. Just Gmail. Alrighty. Start behavior, and then we could do this whole thing. Super simple. Nothing crazy. And then do this, and then on play on start, we just press play. The same boilerplate. Very cool. Very cool. And then after we do that, what happens here? How do I want to go about doing this? We can do public. No, not public. We can do an observable. Keep it simple. Do we want to do every update? I guess we can do every update. This is gonna be tricky. Every update, subscribe, and then add to if the game object gets disposed. Very cool. And then we do our little closure in here. Little closure never hurts nobody. And if also we have to add this requirement on there. Require and then that way we say, hey guy, you can't just attach this to nothing. You have to have it attached to the text player as well. And then we do this. That's simple. Nice. And then text player play. Well, actually, first we have to set it text player. Actually, let's do this. We're gonna go into our text player. We're gonna make another method. We're gonna have it do this. We're gonna have it where it can take in this dialog info. Maybe have it equal to null by default. Oh, we cannot do that? Ooh, that sucks. Maybe I should have made it a class. Oh well. Okay. Well, whatever. We can do this. If we set text equal to, we basically update the text here to info.text, and we set the speed, cars per second, to the info cars per second, per second. And what else do you want to do here? What else does a gamer guy want to do? I'm thinking Arby's. No, I'm thinking, what am I thinking? What is a gamer to do? Bow bow bom bom bom. I guess we could just do option. Just wrap it in option. Like, it's like the easiest thing to do. I kind of don't like it because then it's like, it makes things more verbose, but it's pretty effective. If info, then we do these things. Yeah, that sounds good to me. That sounds about right. And then what? Why are we unhappy? Oh, because we do this. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't like the term dialogue info. There's gotta be a better term than that, but yeah, it's good enough for now. I just need something to work. And then next we can do current index equals 0. We can do what did I call this? Dialogues. Yeah, that's what we do. That's what we called it. Dialogues. I guess it's not right, but not wrong, but it's just simpler for me to just say, hey, just return 0. Okay, and then in here, text player is finished playing. Yeah, I hate this autocomplete thing. It's making me mad, dude. If it's finished, we load up and play the next thing. Current index plus plus. Then we play text player dialogues. Current index. So we increment the index and we play it. What we need to do also is have it wait as well. So that's the next thing we have to do. But one thing at a time. Text player. We create this observable when you press play. And it just kind of sits there. Now that I think about it, we haven't disposed it. That's a thing for reactive coding that's kind of important to do. Kind of need to know how to do that for reactive coding, right? That's kind of the whole point. It's easy to do disposable, you have to just remember to do it. Or else bad, evil things happen. Interval where subscribe, update text. So what would happen if someone interrupted this? Less than. So someone interrupted this with their own play command. Yeah. We need to make it disposable. No, disposable. Text disposable. We can be set to that. And then at the very top, we try disposing text disposable. No, that's on top. Cool. We dispose if it's not null. So we just fully interrupt whatever text sequence that's currently playing if we happen to do that while it's playing. It'll be kind of bad to do that, but why not enable that too? No, it's 10 p.m. It's sleep mode now. Beautiful. Gotta love the sleep mode. Gotta love it. Live for it. Okay. We're gonna do something similar here, I think. Text observer. Not really observer. Okay. And then we do this joint, this little ditty. Love to see it. Let's do it. Very nice. Cool. And then observable, every update, subscribe is finished. Yeah, so we have to do this big question mark of like waiting is finished. We wait a certain amount of time, and then after that time, can we do that? So we can. I think the simplest thing would just be like. I mean, there's probably some reactive code way of doing it that's gonna be really elegant and very succinct. And I don't care. I don't care. Time elapsed. Yeah. Okay. Private bool did delay finish. It's gonna go to false normally. So if we're gonna do a guard statement, if not finish, we're gonna early return. Keep things nice and beautiful. Early return, okay. So this is assuming everything is finished now. If it is finished, time elapsed. No. Did a delay finish is false. Or actually, no, if it did finish, then we do this, move on to the next. Have a good day, right? And then finally, if it's finished and the delay didn't play, then we do this. We do time elapsed plus equals time delta time. That's actually correct. And if I think it's in seconds, right? Time delay delta times is I thought I heard something. Hoy, what's up, Terrell? How we doing, man? Welcome for a very chill evening of just coding and making dialogue boxes, making the inferior Undertale chat box. Which, fun fact, Undertale, I was thinking about that today. I was like, dude, Toby Fox, man, fantastic designer. Fantastic he designed what he did with the code that he did. Like, it made me realize, oh, a good game design does not equal good code. And in fact, trying to worship and make the most brilliant code does not equal making a great game either. Because I remember hearing this whole thing where all the dialogue in Undertale is one giant switch statement. Like, there's this one humongous switch statement, and every single dialogue you see in the game is an entry. Yeah, here, here, like thousands. That's insanity. Crazy. Got back from roller skating. Oh, how did that go? You dig roller skating? Since I was 11? That's not to say, that's not, I don't hear people doing that. Actually, I went for the first time like 2 years ago. Wiped out about 2 times. Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, I only went roller skating like once in middle school and then once as an adult. And that's about it. That's the most. After that, haven't gone again. It's sore. Yeah, I imagine. I would imagine. But at least I still got the rhythm and the groove. Are you hitting the Peter Griffin? What was it? Yeah, this joint. Hitting this joint. Yeah, they had some doing tricks and stuff. Yeah, last time I went, there's some people. There's like a handful of people who are just there to style and put in the work on people. Wait. Yeah, Sonic Mania. Yeah, I was just there to vibe. I can't do the tricks. Yeah, exactly. RPM rolling. Rotations per minute, dude. Just oscillating, just rolling on the ground horizontally to the beat of the music. Why is this so low quality? Wait, is that normally how it is? It is 240p. That's amazing. Studiopolis, that's a song. Yeah, the most I do is skateboarding. Just to chill after work. But roller rinking, nah, that's something else. Again, AI. I'm not sure in this AI actually. In fact, it's annoying how much this keeps auto suggesting stuff that I'm like, I don't want it. It fills it. It's bad, I have to delete it. Makes me angry. So dialogue box is A. Yeah, dialogue. The brackets. Yeah, nothing crazy. If I can get cave story levels of dialogue boxes, I'm happy. That's more than enough. We don't need to do the crazy stuff. We only gotta go crazy with it. We already had it playing here before, a singular dialogue, and now we have to do a dialogue chain. Terminology is whack. Dialogue chain, here we go, play on start, and then we can create as many of these guys as we need. Cool, so we can do like 2 things. So we can do like, hey, and the next thing is, it's Goku. Actually, dude, knock. Yeah, we're gonna do it like a Tumblr roleplay. Except without the cringe nuzzles. Like, hey, it's Goku. Alright, and we're gonna do a charge speed of like, let's say 5 maybe. And then make this one really slow. And then this one be a little bit much faster. And then this one have a delay of like 2. Oh yeah, this is the issue though, is that time elapsed isn't time that delta time, and that's characters per second. as a speed we're passing in. I think it should be fine. Delay before next. Yeah, whatever. I say we just play it. I say we just play it, Bob. Play it, Bob. Let's see if it does a thing. Knock. Knock. Oh no, it didn't do it. It didn't do the thing. Oh no. Alright, we had the first thing playing at least. Why didn't the second thing play? Is text player finish? Did delay finish? That should be false. So it returns here. Is the time elapse greater than dialogue's current index, which is 0? Delay before next. So the time elapse is greater than this. We set did delay finish to true. And then next update, it's gonna come back here. It's gonna return if it's not finished. If it is finished, did the delay finish? Yeah. And then we index, we set it to false, we reset it, yada 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 yada. Yeah, it makes sense to me. Let's see if it's just this needs to have like a little delay behind it. Maybe it's just that. Maybe it's just that simple. Like 1 second, 1 second, and let's see if it plays in its totality. And if it does, we're happy. So knock, knock. Dang it, Bobby. 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 What's text players 64? There's a null reference here. Why is there a null reference here? Why are you null referencing on me, dog? Why are you doing this? Why is this giving me a null reference? Wait. That's not right. That can't be right. 64, yeah. Functional object player functional. What? I'm sorry, what? Dialogue chain 41. Play dialogues. The first one, yeah. Index 1. And then we increment, and it's gonna go from 0 to 1. We play this guy here. And that should be good. Unless, 1 second. Is finished should be set to false. I mean, this should all happen within one single interval. That's odd. Okay, let's just clear this, and we're gonna play it again, and hopefully, I don't know. Yeah, it happens instantly. Instantly. So either this is trying to go all the way to the end, or... Why is this null? That's the thing that's weirding me out. Oh, it's calling play. Oh, there's a race condition. Ah, I see. No, that's not right. Because then it wouldn't even start... What? No shot. Okay, you know what? If this is the issue, then the easiest fix to it is just going to be doing this. Watch this, watch this. The easiest solution here is just make it serialized field. And then we're going to manually set it here. And if that fixes the problem, then that's dumb. But also, now we know what happens. Yeah. Hey, it's me, Goku. And that fixed it. Let's see if it goes to the next dialogue. Yup, it goes to the next dialogue. Hey, it's Goku. And then it goes, there's an argument out of, yeah. If you have to check for that too. If current index is greater than or equal dialogue count, then we say we dispose text update dot dispose. So that's dumb. But now we know the issue now. So I think the easiest fix is to change the start to awake, so it can happen before update. That's an easy fix. And I think we have our dialogue chain. This is easier than I thought it would. I thought it was gonna take like a fat minute, but I think 1 hour exactly. 1 hour and 33 seconds, and we have a dialogue system implemented. Yep, and that fixed the problem. Hey! Actually, let's make this accurate. It's me. And then we wait. Like 3 seconds. It's me. Goku. Make it really slow here. Make it have a little bit more delay, like 3 seconds. And then, dang, we have dialogue, we have story in this game now, dude. This is menacing, dude. This is so menacing. This is so menacing. We still have an argument out of range index. Why? How? Oh, because we don't return. Yeah, easy fix. Okay, I think that was easy, dude. That was kind of easy. We have to deal with localizable text at some point, but I don't want to deal with that, so we'll deal with that later. Status. Let's commit what we have. Added new dialogue. Player. And then push to origin. And then we can do some stuff here to make this more easy on the eyes. The next thing I would want to do is have it play some sounds. That'll be the cool thing to do. So we can do like, we can make this a property here. Like be like, hey, public audio clip, and then car tick sound, or a list of sounds if you want to have it play randomly. That doesn't sound crazy actually. And then in our player we can pass, it's gonna have this information available, right? So we can make it do stuff like, I don't know, when it increments random utilities. Choose. What was it? Choose? Oh, what's that method? I have a method for this. Random selection dot choose, and then we're gonna do like our info here. Okay. What are we gonna do? We're gonna do list audio clips. And set it equal to sounds equals, no, not a new one. We're not going to allocate a new one. We're going to make it null. Right? Sounds null. And then what we're going to do, a little cool little hacky hack, is we're going to do sounds info dot value unsafe. Charge per second? No. Chartic sound. Let's change it to sounds. And it's gonna be equal to that. And next, in here, we can do sounds not equal null. So if it's not null, then we do the thing, random choose. And then we do our audio manager, which was, what was it? Audio player. I forgot. Well, how do you get this? Audio. I forgot. There's like a static class for this, right? I think it's just called audio. Play SFX. And then sound. Cool. And then now we can just do that. So we can, it's gonna be kind of tedious because every single time we're gonna have to expand this, add one, put it there. That's annoying actually, but whatever. We can survive. We can deal with tedious. Tedium is not the end of the world. Sometimes you just gotta say good enough is good enough. Let's make a little tick sound. Let's do that. Let's go to Family Tracker. We're gonna make a little. Actually, I have it right here. We're gonna make a little tick sound for the dialogue. We're gonna do like, I don't know, 15, 10, 8, 4, 1, 0. We're gonna do some duty noises. Little duty, no hurt nobody. Cool. And I think we're just, you keep it simple. Keep it simple, stupid. And then we're just gonna. That's too high. D. No. That's not D. There we go. And I think that should be. That should be it. We just literally render that out. Export. Create a WAV. Create a WAV file. And then we're going to choose. What are we going to choose? Messimation. Assets. Audio. Text. I guess, yeah, it's SFX. Chat tick. Yep, render done. And then we should have this available here now. And I should just be able to drag and drop this bad boy in here. Swing. That's ambient music, SFX chat tick. There we go. Go back to our, what object did I even add this onto? Oh, I added onto the text mesh pro. Yeah. Oh, this is getting like crazy to look at. And we're just gonna drag this guy here. That we can have like different characters with different dialogues. It's manually intensive. Whatever. It's not the end of the world. Goku. Sweet. And now we press play. We should have dialogue with sounds. it's also playing a sound on. It's also playing a sound when there's a space. We don't want to do that, so we have to exclude that. That's simple though. If this and what? Update text char count +1. What are we doing? What is what? Let's finish complete next. Okay, what? Audio play effects, random select choose sounds. Sound. Well, what are we doing here? What are we doing? Sounds not equal null, and what's update text do? Okay, yeah. Text char count not equal to space. So now this guy should ignore that. Let's add a lot of spaces here so we can make sure that it's not playing during those guys. Sweet. Press play. Beautiful. This is beautiful, man. This is actually so beautiful. Oh, this is actually so freaking good, man. Mario. Oh, Mario. This is basically Mario RPG, guys. Oh, dude, I'm actually so happy with this. I cannot describe the joy I'm having with this. Why is my oh, the stream world is messed up. Oh, that's why it's cut off. I was like, why is it cut off in the overlay? I didn't realize that until now. Dang it, Dinkelberg. Darn you, Dinkelberg. Not again, Dinkelberg. Okay. Let's commit this though. Added text sound effects. Beautiful. Beautiful. This is so simple. I might just add it to my dev kit because it makes things easy just to have it. Like, I think this is a common thing that I'm going to be doing, and just having the ability to just do this whenever you want is actually, excuse me, very convenient. Very, very, very convenient. Very convenient. Okay. We've done the thing. We've done the thing. We've done the thing. I guess we can pick out a different font, or maybe make some new sound effects for different characters, because it'd be kind of cool that each character can have their own text sound effect now. I almost want to have an abstraction here where we can just choose, like, you choose who's saying, like, instead of manually putting the sound effects here, we can make it instead be where, like, we can have an enum and you just choose what character you're talking about, and it'll automatically pull up all the chat ticks for that. So because right now it's fine, but as soon as we have a bunch of variants, like let's say we have not only this, but also like other sound effects that are different variations on the sound. Export this as 2. Chat tick 2. And it's done. And then export this guy, export, create wave. It's gonna be 3 now, number 3. 3. Dunzo. And then now we go back to here, to Unity land. And let's make this text box really big. Let's make it like, say a lot of things. Crazy. And then you manually input each tick here. Like, having to do this every single time is gonna be so freaking annoying. So I think it might be worth making profiles. Or like voice box, if you say like voice box. That sounds terrible. That actually sounds kind of terrible, dude. That sounds kind of terrible. We have to do some other. I feel like I made some Animal Crossing sounding stuff. Maybe I have to make more variations here. 1 second. Actually exists in autocomplete. They speak Kazoian. I thought you were making a reference to Banjo-Kazoo. Actually exists in autocomplete? What? All this time, you're actually making a real reference? So it might be an actual form of dialect. That's goofy. You were doing that. It just so happened to be a real thing. Kazooian. No, not Banjo-Kazooie. If this is an actual dialect or language or something, or peoples, they just got completely owned by Banjo-Kazooie. Wait, so let's actually, now that you're talking about this though, how does Banjo-Kazooie do their thing? I'm sorry, what? Who was that? I haven't played Banjo-Kazooie. I think we have to have some pitch bends. So pitch up a little bit. Is it too short? Is that why? Can you hear the pitch bend? Or is it too subtle? Excuse me, my bad. That was a strong sneeze. I'm so curious about this now. Like, this is actually just straight up like Banjo-Kazooie. The way we're implementing is actually kind of the same the way they're doing it, which is pretty funny. Why don't we make it faster? Let's make it faster. We had it 5. Let's do like 8.
or even like 12 or 10. Let's do 10. Be kind of conservative. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, I think we have dialogue systems, guys. I think we've done the... Okay, if we're gonna be real about this, though, we have to actually make this... we have to do these quality of life changes. It's not gonna be right to keep it like this. I think I actually have something here. Now that I think about it, there's like a... Wait, one second. I have the thing just for this kind of thing. Audio, floor samples, and then we have what? Resources. Yeah, we have these guys. It's a audio collection. We have audio collection, so we don't have to write anything new. We can just change this to be an audio collection instead. That's actually easy. That makes life easy for us. In fact, I can be really jank and make the... Or is it audio? No. Or actually, was it audio pool? Audio source, audio sources, private volume to be used as a pool. Oh, no, that's something else, yeah. Audio pool, audio collection. Audio source. This for SFXs. And then we play SFX. Play ambient noise, play SFX, SFX.source.play clip. And how do we get the clip? We do this, and then who uses this? I think the player uses it to do the thing. No, broomwax, slime. Where's floor stuff? Text player, stop. Gem top pickup, default dash, broom whack. Anton. Dashing. Where is the thing? Default dash. Oh, maybe it's a floor that does this. No, shop select UI select. Gen topic up default. What is going on here? What's going on here? This ain't making no sense. This don't make no... Oh, footsteps. Here we go. This is the one I'm looking for. There we go. Floor audio. And then we have this S audio table. Where does this live? Who owns you? Okay, this is like the idea we were talking about, where you just give like a name and then it knows what audio to play and it chooses a random one. So we can do something like this. If you want to keep it stupid simple. But that's code. That's code. Who wants a code? Am I right, guys? Coding is very barfy. Ew, gross. Lame. That's for the nerds. The lamos. Those are for the guys who have no dates to prom. Yes, I was. Send it to the Borg. No, they sent it to the Borg. Yes, I was to the Banjo-Kazooie thing. Back to the Borg. To the Borg with you. To the Borg with you. Get back to the chess club, nerd. Remember when that was like an insult? Like they'd say, don't you go back to the chess club? Go back to the chess club, you freaking nerd. Similar to the Night Cyber Nexus. Yeah, become one with the Neuralink. Live the Cody Yoko life you wanted to live in high school. Now. Right here. Right now. Who's laughing now? Probably them still, to be honest. I was thinking like, hey, but Twitch popped off. Chess on Twitch got really popular and it became really cool. Then I look at the people who watch and I'm like, oh, they're all nerds. Oh. I guess you're still right about that, aren't they? But they're the cool ones. They're the cool nerds. Yeah, no, we're no longer doing this. We're doing audio collection. I'm laughing now at the funny looking chess pieces. I'm the one who's laughing. I'm winning. I am the one who's depicted as the Chad, and you're the one depicted as the Soy Jack. Okay, I'm winning. The meme said so. I'm the Chad Wojak. You're the lame one. It feels like Farquad. Silly horse, you can go in a barn, not a board. But yeah, it feels like Lord Farquaad saying, I'm the king, see? Okay, so now life should be easier. We don't have to do this every single time. If I really want to be really ultra tooling guy, Mr. Tooling, know all everything, I would make it work where I could just give it enum and they'll just do the thing, but do I really want to do that? Design decisions right now are going to have big impacts. Maybe not big impacts, but just annoyingly amount of it's going to bind you into a certain way of doing stuff. Okay. Audio. Folder. Voices. Yeah, we're gonna go to voices. And then we'll make a create audio collection, default voice, and it's gonna have all this business. Oh, I really have to manually drag it like a freaking troglodyte. Again, I don't know what that word means. I just hear it used as an insult, and then we use it again. That can't get me into trouble or anything, right? Donkey's wife being the true hero of Shrek. You see the new Shrek trailer, by the way? Nah, I mean, I didn't see the trailer. I just saw the pictures of it, and I've instantly been kind of put off by it. Not to say that Shrek can't pull it off. Like I like the movie. I'm not saying the movie can't be good, because come on, Shrek did 4 movies, all of which are bangers. Or 3 movies they're bangers. Like, dog, they can't keep getting away with it, right? But if there's someone who can get away with it, they can. The thing is, though, the rendering is so weird now. The new Shrek rendering just looks odd to me. And the proportion of his face, like, it looks so odd because, like, the proportions are off. No, I typed in rendering. No, trailer. Yeah, like look at the proportions between them. Like his eyes are so close together. His nose is way more stumpy before. If you look at the up here, like it just looks. The proportions look different, man. His head looks really like it's. Like yeah, it's just different. It looks different. It's weird and odd. I don't know. I also kind of like I don't know. He looks very soft. It just doesn't look the same. It just doesn't look the same, man. It refers to one of predecessor knowledge and physical stature aligned in the... Oh, to the Neanderthal? Google, Kowalski, fact check my description. Okay, that's what a troglodyte. That's what you're referring to. One of predecessor knowledge, physical stature, likened to a Neanderthal. Okay, so when I call someone a troglodyte, I'm basically saying you're unevolved. I lived in a cave, a hermit, a person who's regarded as a deliberately ignorant or old-fashioned. You know, that's not really the insult. Like, I use it, but actually that's not the insult I would use it. Like, it's not the insult I thought it was. Like, if someone called me a troglodyte, I'm not even sure if I'd be offended by that, knowing this description. I don't know. I don't think I'd be very offended by it. Now, if you're saying someone's uninvolved, then that's a different story. Yeah, they just look different, dude. It looks way different. Yes, my osmosis knowledge succeeded once again. You, the one wired into the computer. The one who's wired in. Who knows and sees all through the fiber optic connections. Oh, this is so much easier. Now it's just one thing you have to drag and drop. Default voice box. And then if you press play, it should do the thing. Sick. Okay. Sick. This is super sick. So I can actually start writing the dialogue for this, for the story. I have the dialogue typed up here, so you actually see how it looks like with real stuff. Let me actually get a better font though. Let me get a better font. I mean, I was kind of tempted to just use get a voice actor to read along with this. But I don't know. Or I can do the best of both worlds. I can go we can always just do that. I wish I was there's an old Discord I was a part of, and I know I sent this at some point. There was like an Animal Crossing sounding synth patch I made, and it actually sounded pretty good. I still have it here. I could probably chop it up and do that. Okay, let's find royalty free. I was gonna go the path of making my own font and doing that, and that. I don't care anymore. I actually don't care. Typography is annoying. Serif fonts. 1,000 free. Curated. Very nice. Man, it's only been an hour and 30 minutes, and we already have this whole thing implemented. We work so fast. So fast. So freaking fast. It's beautiful. It's the power of Vim. If no one knows, look how fast you can navigate. Look how good this is. Crazy navigation. Like, yeah, it's a learning curve, for sure. Oh, but it's so worth it. It's so worth it. So worth it. This is not. Can I filter this? Serif, yeah. I want serifs. Vintage. I like this vintage feel. Yeah, it's like a storybook kind of thing. Cool Guile regular. That sounds. Could we have monospace as well? I would really like monospace to make it easy to read for the people who are differently eyeballed oriented. Weddings. Ooh, dude, that's some weird category. You have all this and not monospace. Ligatures, fancy. Okay, maybe not ligatures. They added popularity. Commercial. Free. They're free for commercial use. Yes, that's also kind of important. Berkshire Schwalch regular. Vintage. That's kind of, well, that's like a case working. That invokes the idea. That's like Resident Evil 4. It's like, hey, I'm typing on a typewriter, and either you're investigating something or you're writing a diary and you're about to get got. Burkesville regular. That's maybe. Free for commercial use. Download it. This looks like a nightmare to read. Fake receipt regular. That's kind of cool, actually. I'm just gonna be a Pokemon collector of fonts today. Find the right one for Shmeshy Schmanchin. It's amazing how important typeface is, and yet I do not care enough about it. Like, I should care. I may make it my own typeface eventually, but today's not that day. Well, this actually looks kind of good. This is more understated. I like that, though. Honestly, I might just go Courier New and call it a day. Because I'm trying to make it feel like an old RPG from like from Japan. I've been playing Dragon Quest 3 lately, and it's like it's great. It's I played Final Fantasy 1 on the NES, or for the NES, and it feels just like Final Fantasy 1, but just new, better graphics, but still not as deep of lore. The story is funny, dude. It's like the pacing is so goofy because it's like, all right, you're the first of all, the character that is God in their world, he roasts. In my case, he roasted me. He said, "You are a vain, bad person." And I'm like, damn, how did you know? But no, not only that, then you immediately go into, hey, you have to go see the king. All right, mom, I'll go see the king, whatever. You go to the king, you find out, hey buddy, turns out your dad died. Like, you're sure your dad died, and it happened very recently. Oh, that's crazy. I didn't hear my mom mention anything about that. Yeah, anyways, I know you're like a kid, but like, you're literally the only person who can work, so Yeah, you're gonna have to go Saber Kingdom. Yeah, good luck. Also, you need to have a party, so like go to a bar. Just go to a bar. I don't know anyone there specifically. You're just gonna go to a bar and just pick up someone to be part of your party. Like, it's not like he knew them or he had specific people set out. It's like, just go to a bar, choose a random person to be in your party, and then you're good to go, dude. And then you go there, you add these people to your party. There's like no story or anything about it. It's just they just appear. They're there now, and then you just go into town. Like, it's funny going from like Final Fantasy VI, or even like Illusion of Gaia, or is it Illusion of Gaia? I forgot. Where they're actually trying to tell a story, not tell a story. Say, hey, these are the people, and here's your relationship to them, and this is why you should care about them. Dragon Quest went, nah. They're here. They're your wrecking crew. Go fight some monsters. Have fun, dude. And you know what? Honestly, I like that. I like that. Why do role-playing games wish to make you care about their characters, man? Why? Just, nah, dude. Just throw them into a world. I'm enjoying it. I'm surprised. I'm like, dude. Honestly, it's kind of effective, dude. You don't even see the characters either. Like, like, you see them in the overworld as tiny little baby sprites, but that's it. You don't see them in battle or anything. So you don't have, your imagination is the only thing you have to work off of. It's amazing. Open file location. Yeah, it's odd. Open font license. What does it say for me to do? Okay. What do you tell me to do? Okay, we can't sell it. Bundled or sold. Okay, so you have to include this stuff. All right, easy. I can conform to that. Where's founts? Founts. Founty founts. Probably should include that here. In fact, I should just make a whole thing just for Benet. Create folder. Benet. Benet. Oh, Benet. So I remember to do these licensing stuff and make sure we don't infringe upon it. Because, you know, it's a free font. Why not just do the thing right? Am I right? Windows, Text Mesh Pro, Font Asset Creator. Drag and drop this guy right here and generate the font atlas. Make it very small. Make it very small. And we're doing raster because I wanted to feel like it's an actual. Yeah, let's go drop it into our Text Mesh Pro here. Save as Benet. Thank you, Benet. I appreciate doing business with you. And let's drop this guy here. Ew. Interesting. Okay. I would like to talk to your manager. Cool. How does this look in practice? Oh, I can't read that. I can't read that. That's actually way too... Okay. Can we upscale this a little bit? Maybe we just gotta do that. Does that help out at all? Maybe make it bigger. It'll be easier to read. Okay, I don't think the atlas had anything to do with that. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Oh, dude, we're like getting a step closer to like. This is so sick, dude. I'm so happy. Actually, so happy. Beautiful. Okay. Okay. I think we found our font. I think it actually looks good. I'm actually very happy with this, oddly enough. Let's save this. Let's, again. Well, actually, let's, let me start writing actual dialogue and get this oriented the way I actually want this to be oriented. And we have it centered and just centered on the center. And cool. Let's look at here and think about how we want to phrase it. Let's give this a test run. Let's give this a proper test run with real dialogue. Okay. And then pause. Then here. And then delay. So you can make it dramatic. Very dramatic. Oh, dude, why is scrolling broken in this Unity version? That's annoying. The text speed of 10 actually feels good. Also, should make it where like you can also skip through this dialogue. That's a whole different thing, though. A whole different consideration. Lover her, no. And the wait's way too long. Okay, let's clean this up a little bit. And then the charge per second needs to be 10 here. And then here we'll make it a little bit slower. Sweet. Okay, and then run it. Run it. I need to think about justification. The whole, it feels kind of distracting. It makes it kind of hard to hear or to read it. So I might actually just keep it leftmost justified and do it that way. And then what happens over wrapping? The way things wrap too is annoying. I don't like that. Horizontal mapping, character. Aspect. I don't know. How does this work? Yeah, that's the thing that's annoying. So I have to think about how to prevent that. Unless I manually can do this. Yeah, I can manually break up the, so I can kind of account for the fact that this is going to be where words break apart, so that we don't have this overlap issue. So in here I can do like the new line character and make it easy to read. World they inherited was dark. And this is a little too slow here. So we're going to make it go without a little faster. Cool. All right, let's try this again, and then hopefully this just works, and we can say, "Hey, dialogue." Are you kidding me? This doesn't new line properly? Oh, you gotta be joking. Okay, 1 second. 1 second. Unity cannot do this to me. Alfalfa. Why are you saying alfalfa? Alfalfa. I just remember him from the Little Rascals with his hair sticking up. The text bix. What? Text bix. Unity. TMP. New line tag. I know they have a. Oh, you can do yeah. This. You can do that. That's one. Yeah. Okay, let's see if. Excuse me. Here we go. Okay. Oh my freaking goodness! I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it. You're killing me, Unity. Dialogue. The text box. Oh, that's what you're saying. Okay, let's see if this works. If it works, awesome. If not, I'm gonna freak out. I'm gonna freak out a little bit. Gonna have a little freak out. Okay, let's see. Either we achieve glory. Oh my goodness. Like it types it and then it realizes, oh wait, 1 second. And then we transition from there. Okay, this is cool. I'm kind of mad. This is something else. This is like a whole thing now, because you have to detect if there's a BR and like make that a character. Like there's something because now I can't just do sequential whenever. I have to, because it's gonna be like, all right, this is normal text. Oh wait, that's supposed to be a break. So they see the BR before it does the line break. Unity. I can't even blame them for that, because I'm providing incomplete information. So they're trying their best to interpret it. I just need to take care of this scenario now. How do I do that? Okay, I know how we do that. I know exactly how we do that. That's easy. Who cares about max performance? So here we do play. We do this here, right? We just do text. But no, Shaniqua, we're not gonna do that, Shaniqua. Okay, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do replace. And we're gonna replace every single instance of BR with new line instead. That's just gonna fix the issue. I think that's just how it's gonna work. And let's see if it works. We either achieve glory or we don't. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh my goodness, it's so simple. Such a simple thing. Easy fix. Easy fix. What can I say, guys? Absolute cinema. Absolute cinema. Perfect code. Perfect code. Perfect code.